Hello.
I'm stuck. Do you have any advice from your detective days?
Times were different back then. The town's a lot nicer these days. You used to have lots of crooks running around in those tunnels.
Tunnels?
Yeah, there's a whole network of tunnels under the town. They say they're from the Cold War, but they're even older. Built by smugglers and the like. And the city turned them into a fallout shelter in the 50s.
How do I find my way in?
I don't know if I should help you with that. The tunnels are very dangerous.
I have to find a way into the tunnels. My case depends on it.
I see. You know, Nancy, when I was younger, I used to love to read. A good book always gave me great ideas. There's a book over there you should check out.
I really don't have time for that.
There's always time for this book. I always brought it with me on my adventures as a kid. You'll want to read it cover to cover.
See you later.
Until next time.
Alexei said cover to cover. There must be a code on the book's cover. It's a coded guide for getting around the tunnels. Alexei's guide said there'd be a tunnel entrance right outside the antique shop. This must be how Brenda gets around town so quickly. Hey, do you know about any tunnels in River Heights?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were actually real. How cool is that?
Deirdre thought she was following me to the old town hall. Someone might be trying to impersonate me.
You know, that sounds like something that Brenda might do.
Well, it certainly wasn't Alexei. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi, welcome. What can I get for you?
I'll let you go.
Come again.
Hi.
You're the one who left me the notes, aren't you?
Yes.
You lured me to town hall. You led me to that room. All I need to know now is whether you were trying to frame me or trying to kill me.
They both would have made a great story.
You won't get away with this.
You and I both know you have no proof.
I've got your fingerprints, and
I'll be on the air before you know it. Spinning your story so hard that every potential juror in this town will be itching to lock you up and throw away the key.
Far from it. I'm going to make sure everyone in this town finds out who you really are.
Look, you do what you want. If I were you, I'd take my head start and book myself a flight out of the country.
I'm not the type to run away.
Before you say that, I'd take a good long look at Alexei. That man's sad, broken down, lonely life in that grimy old store is your future if you stay. Your choice.
This is about the Antiquities show, isn't it?
This is about you. You know who screws up my leads? You. You know who gets in my way? You. You know who I'm sick of? Precious, special, Nancy Drew. I'm going to love watching this town turn its back on you.
What's up?
It's Brenda. She's setting me up.
I knew you'd figure it out.
Now I just need to figure out how to stop her broadcast.
Say no more. I know just the thing. Let me go grab it. If you can go find a battery for me, I'll be right back. Gosh! Who would do something like that? Someone could really get hurt.
Who would do this?
Some of the fine citizens of River Heights have been expressing their outrage ever since you were arrested.
I can't believe someone would do that.
Don't worry about it. They're just a big bunch of cowards. We'll take care of this for you.
Were you able to find anything to stop Brenda?
I think I've got something good. Sort of. It's in pieces, but I'll figure it out. Maybe you could help?
Of course. What is it?
A jammer. Once this baby is up and running, there'll be no way she can get her broadcast on the air. Do you have the battery?
Yes. Here.
That's exactly the one I need.
Perfect.
We need to hurry. I'll work on getting all the pieces wired up if you could work on getting all the connections powered on.
You got it. I need to get all of the connections powered on. Got it. This should keep Brenda from going on the air for a little while at least.
Perfect. You'll need to connect it to the signal box in Brenda's van. She should be using the standard system, so you'll just need to connect the two together. Here, take a look. There are colored wires with this. Just connect the identical color terminals with a matching color wire. Be careful not to cross any wires though, or it'll short out and not turn on. Once it's on, it'll be blocking the signal but will only last for about 30 minutes before the battery dies. I wish I could make it last longer, but it's the best I can do right now. Go find a way to put it on Brenda's van's antenna, but don't let her know it's there. Once it's on, you'll have to move quickly. It won't last long.
See you later.
Bye.
The jammer should go here. All I need to do next is match the colored terminals. That's it. Signal is getting jammed. Time to hurry. This is definitely enough evidence for the chief to know it was Brenda. Brenda!
Nancy? Lose something? I'll be honest, I was not expecting to see you here. Clever move with the jammer.
This is how you got into town hall to start the fire, isn't it?
If you have to ask, do I need to bother to answer?
Why? Why would you do this?
You've got the next 10 to 20 years to figure that out. I'll give you a hint. If they give you TV privileges in the big house, you'll be seeing a lot of me.
But why frame me?
If I didn't, you'd screw up everything for me. And now you can't. Ha, here it is. Take a good look. It may look like a tape, but to you, it's the final nail in your coffin.
I need to get out of here and stop Brenda before she broadcasts whatever is on that tape. That's definitely enough isopropyl alcohol to burn down town hall. Ha! I knew we were getting close. Today just keeps on getting better. Chief, I've got something you need to see.
Nice job, Nancy.
Could no longer contain the darkness inside herself. In a desperate act, she set the night sky ablaze. Perhaps we'll never know what caused Nancy Drew to strike the match that forever changed this town. But one thing is certain, River Heights will be a safer place with Nancy Drew behind bars. With a heavy heart, we must forever say goodbye to a former hero and look bravely. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
Brenda Carlton, you're under arrest.
No, this isn't happening. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me. You don't want to mess with me. I've got dirt on all of you. I could ruin every single one of you.
Yeah, that's a risk we'll have to take. Back to you, Jim.
Dear Hannah, Brenda was right about one thing. Her broadcast did make it all the way to the national news. Just not exactly the way she had intended. Not the type to let a little thing like a prison sentence get in the way of her ambition. She's already started working the weather news desk at Heights Regional Correction Center. I'm sure she'll work her way to the lead anchor desk during the next 10 to 20 years. While Tony had nothing to do with the fire, she did show her true colors. As the details of the case emerged, public support for Tony fell to an all-time low. Tony quietly removed her name from the ballot, but remains behind the counter at Scoop. It'll be a while before any of us go out for ice cream again. To everyone's surprise, the time capsule survived the fire. And sure enough, when it was opened, J.P. Bennington's so-called stolen property was recovered. After decades, Alexei was finally vindicated. Dad is working on formally pardoning Alexei of all wrongdoing. For once, Alexei seems pretty happy. When I asked him if he's interested in being a detective again, he said, never again. But he did say he would be happy to help any time. Deirdre is still Deirdre. She's throwing a post-clues challenge party this weekend. Not surprisingly, Ned's been invited. And not surprisingly, Bess, George, and I have not. Not that we go anyway. The town hall is set to be demolished soon and replaced with a new museum celebrating the history of River Heights. Word is that Alexei may be asked to be head curator. Now that I've been publicly exonerated, the town has really started to show its support again. My neighbors have gotten together to repair our window, and my house is overflowing with notes of support and baked treats. For me, it's just nice to no longer be public enemy number one. As the winners of the Clues Challenge, I got to choose what to place in the time capsule. I'm pretty happy with what I chose to put in there. If you think about it, you'll be able to figure out what it is. Or you could always wait 50 years until it's reopened. Finally, I couldn't have gotten through everything without help from the best friends a girl could have. And, of course, your wonderful gift basket. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy. Halfway across the world, beyond Cairo and the ancient pyramids, a lost world rises from the shifting desert sands. I've joined leading archaeologists to help unearth a site that some say may be the true tomb of Egypt's legendary lost queen. But once I arrive, rumors of terrifying curses fly, and stories of the site's deadly past begin to surface. It's up to me to solve an ancient riddle and find Egypt's legendary lost queen before a curse as old as the pharaohs themselves seals my fate forever. Join me in my next adventure, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
Hey Brad, these are some evergreen fills. Go ahead and edit these up if you ever need a post-commercial teaser when I'm at the scene. Everyone knows that light bulbs turn on at the flick of a switch, but what you don't know about light bulbs could kill you. A shopping cart. You use it every day without even thinking. But with the recent spike in superbugs, could you be shopping with death? It used to be reading, writing, and arithmetic, but you won't believe what they're teaching in River Heights High. Okay, Brad, I'm doing these in a batch. Go ahead and chop this together since we get so many of these videos. I'll give the animals at the end. There's nothing more refreshing than a day spent skiing, but if you hit the slopes this week, you might just see River Heights' newest wacky sensation, a skiing dog, a skiing pig, a squirrel on tiny skis, a skiing moose, a bear on snowshoes, a llama that loves hot chocolate. A Life of Lies, the Nancy Drew story. Hello? Yeah? What? What? No! He's not holding the story back. He is not. Say it back to me. He will not cut the story. It's airtight. Look, she's guilty. How do I know? Because I do, that's how. I don't care what he said. You go to his office right now and tell him I say fiscal year 2009. His face is going to turn red, and when that happens, say it's the Nancy story or that story. Then slam the door. No, it doesn't work if you don't slam the door. Just do it. I'm hanging up now. Where was I? With Heights 9 News, I'm Brenda Carlton. I'm Brenda Carlton with Heights 9 News, your source for news and weather. Reporting live, I'm Brenda Carlton.
Cut! That's a wrap, guys. Nice work. See everyone back here next time.